Welcome back to the weekly headlines. I'm Kevin Hart.
I'm Mike Wimmacher.
And let's get to the news. The director of the Lincoln Library is out, and no one really knows why. Aside from the laughably predictable excuse of we want to go in a new direction, like Val Yezel and the attempted ousting of Frank Valla, Mayor Jim Langfelder really didn't give a reason. In a library board meeting, Langfelder was asked basic questions about the firing and went on a vague and disjointed tangent about shooters being rehabilitated and dealing with the homeless people outside the library. I mean, maybe he could have a homeless... I'm just kidding. He wouldn't do that. Mayor, if you're watching... what the hell are you doing? Get those budget items to the city council. They seemed pretty upset the other night.
How much are you willing to pay for water that doesn't smell like a sweaty rhino and taste like said sweat? Well, the Springfield City Council will vote next week on a proposal to spend more than $500,000 on technology aimed at reducing the taste and odor problems that affected the city's drinking water last fall. The solution? To install more than a dozen devices around the lake that would pump and churn lake water in an effort to disperse the bacteria that cause the issues. Now, some aldermen are apprehensive at not only the cost, but the fact that the devices could pose a hazard to boat traffic on the lake. I mean, the last thing aldermen want when they're partying out on the lake is to hit some damn machine and ruin their buzz.
One of the United States' most famous pedophiles, no, not him, or him, not even him, there we go. Matt Gaetz is in some deep shit. Some of his former prom dates have now cooperated with authorities, and one even basically confirming he statutorily raped a 17-year-old. Oops. Well, Congress may not be recalling Baby Gates. However, Cosby's free. You guys could go into bartending together. I can see it now. Opening next week after school gets out, Bill and Gates. 2-pill minimum a drink. Permission slips and NDAs required. Listen to Stand Up while you drink.
Go to a party, see 5 girls standing alone. Boy, if I had a whole jug of Spanish fly, I'd light that corner up over there.
And meet a congressman before he goes to jail. In all seriousness, I hope he does rot in jail.
Once the world's worst casino owner left the White House, many thought the days of constant presidential scandals were over. Well, not so fast there, Corn Pop. You see, old President Joe really stepped in it earlier this week when in 34-degree weather, he stopped to get, of all things, get this, ice cream. And not only that, he went for 2 scoops. Come on, is this really a scandal? I mean, Joe is old. He probably can only really handle mushy food. Wait, what's that? One of the flavors he ordered was butter brickle? Oh, hell no. That's it, impeach him! Another food-related outrage. Tucker Carlson had this to say earlier this week about changes to the M&M characters.
Also less sexy. That's progress. M&Ms will not be satisfied until every last cartoon character is deeply unappealing and totally androgynous.
Does Tucker fuck M&Ms? I guess he does, because coming to stores this summer, new Tucker Nut M&Ms.
Speaking of trivial things that will cause a blood pressure medication shortage, Minnie Mouse is ditching her polka dot dress for a more modern jumpsuit. I mean, she wore it for 94 years. I wear a shirt twice in a row and people think I'm gross. Either way, I guess it's one less thing Republicans can beat off to now. Normal porn? Boring! The Laughing Cow is practically giving it away, and who hasn't thought about snap, crackle, and pop in a steamy 3-way?
Chicago Bears hired a new head coach and GM this week. They hired Ryan Poles to the GM position first, and then named former Indianapolis Colts defensive coordinator Matt Eberflus as their head coach. First off, Eberflus sounds like a water slide at a Swedish water park. And secondly, the Bears just fired a Ryan and Matt GM head coach combination. Are they that effing cheap that they only can pay to replace the last half of nameplates on the office doors?
And those are your weekly headlines. I'm Mike Wimmacher.
I'm Kevin Hart.
And we are out of here!